A lot of different days to watch out for this month, guys. And this is just within the XRP community. Imagine the external event dates such as the Federal Reserve meeting. Now, from Brad Garlinghouse, glad to be back for another mainnet 2023, and this time joined by fan favorites Stuart Alderodi. As we can see, speaker spotlight, mainnet 2023, Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, September 20th to the 22nd, 2023, New York. So, is he going to be spilling the beans here? I don't know, guys, but as we know, this is literally a week before the Ripple party, the proper party, right? So things are accelerating, guys. This month there's a lot of different days to watch out for. Here we go, and here we go. We got further acceleration of the Ripple versus SEC case. What do we have here? The SEC has filed its reply memorandum in further support of its motion to certify interlocutory appeal, as we see. Now, from Stuart Alderodi, after SEC filing another hypocritical pivot. After years of its chairman saying the, quote, rules are clear and must be obeyed, end quote, the SEC now cries that an appeal is urgently needed to resolve these not illegal problems. Right? The biggest hypocrites ever, guys. So, what's happening over here, though? Well, let us dive deeper into what's really taking place from Ashley. The SEC knows no shame. What? Because did the SEC just say that Ripple is the one who wants to prolong litigation? Wow. So the SEC, as plaintiff, has an institutional interest in the efficient resolution of this case. Wait, what? Defendants did not. They seek to prolong this litigation, as they have already promised to do so, presumably so that they may continue selling XRP into public markets. Wow, wait, this has to be the craziest thing. Classic SEC argument. So basically, the SEC is stating right here that Ripple is the one who wants this case to keep on going, guys, right? To keep on going on further and further and further. They want to prolong this whole case, guys, this litigation. Wait, what? That's so strange. What is this about? Well, someone pointed out Ripple delaying so they can keep onboarding customers and them buying XRP at giveaway prices. Nailed it. Interesting. But if you go back here, guys, how long is this going to take, though? I say we have a decision by 9/22. 9/22 say, again, September 20th to the 22nd. Brad Garlinghouse speaks at mainnet 2023. Maybe Brad Garlinghouse, I don't know, may spill the beans. Perhaps. Taurus, I'm sure, remembers SEC tactics of prolonging, right? And now they're trying to play the reverse card on Ripple. This has to be the craziest show, to say the least, right? Now, what will the judge think, though, right? The judge will obviously see through the SEC at this point in time, making a mockery of the court system by claiming that. Interesting. Wow. I can't believe my face, guys, right? So, conclusion, the courts should grant the SEC's motion for interlocutory appeal and stay further proceedings until the resolution of that appeal, guys, right? Will the court... So what's going to happen here? Will the court grant this? Right? Grant the interlocutory appeal? Probably not, guys. I'm not too sure. Because Attorney Jeremy comes with something new on the table here soon. First things first, from Ripple X, quote, obviously this ruling is enormous. XRP, the token itself, is not a security, end quote. Remember, this is coming from David Schwartz, okay? David Schwartz did make some type of 2 predictions by what? We go down to the timeline. David Schwartz stated only 2 of those things will happen, right? The 2 things that I see are probably Ripple announces full settlement with SEC, Ripple announces IPO. When is it? For the Ripple XRP community party, right? Again, David Schwartz basically confirmed 2 things will happen. I don't know which 2 things, but the probability of these 2 things are probably very high because XRP running past all-time high. I don't think so. Gary Gensler obviously not going through marching naked, And then XRPP does jello shots with Brad is a possibility as well, though, right? So very fascinating indeed. What's going to happen? Let us see. But David Shore says, obviously this ruling is enormous. XRP, the token itself, is not a security.
The SEC lawsuit. What do you believe this outcome means for developers, both those building on the XRPL and in the wider blockchain community?
So it's not over yet, but I mean, this is a huge inflection point. It feels like there's kind of a bit of a change in the tide. Obviously, this ruling is enormous. XRP, the token itself, is not a security, and that's not something that's being appealed or being disputed. That's as close.
There you guys go. People still think, I believe, these Bitcoin maximalists, whoever, still believe that what's happening, that the SEC is going after the status of XRP, but it can't be appealed or disputed, guys, right?
XRP, the token itself, is not a security, and that's not something that's being appealed or being disputed. That's as close to an established fact as you're going to get.
There you guys go. It was what? A change, right? A shift in the tide, guys. So things are looking good at the end of the day. But if we look further into these things, here in footnote 3 on page 11, the SEC argues that it is not improper to use an appeal for the purpose of increasing the likelihood of settlement. Wow. This tells me that they know they have lost, and instead of arguing the facts which are against them or using the law which is also against them, they seek to use the judicial process itself as a weapon to leverage the ill-fated case they were warned not to bring. Of course, we knew that's what they were going to do anyway, but it's quite different to see it right there on a legal document in black and white, as you guys can read all this stuff. So then, the SEC claims there are substantial grounds of difference or for difference of opinion, and refers to the terror case as an example of a conflict existing on a particular issue. What they fail to acknowledge and hope Judge Torres is too stupid to pick up on is the facts and circumstances of the cited cases are materially different and therefore do not hold as much weight as SEC wants to believe. They also claim Ripple never addressed this and therefore conceded it. I would refer them to pages 11 and 12 of Ripple's brief, where they masterfully took down the very point the SEC is rehashing here. So I think they cited the Terra case, guys, as an example, but what a surprise. The SEC tries to throw a pile of S at the wall in hopes of something sticking. Wow, so they're trying to find anything possible, guys, right? Basically, so they hope something sticks. I finished reading the SEC's reply and from Attorney Jeremy, and I actually think it did a pretty good job. There we go. It distinguished the Younger's case with the Younger case, not making that up, and actually made a lot of sense doing it. I'm not quite sure what those cases are about, but having praised SEC, I'll now get off Twitter forever. So, the SEC did a good job, guys, right? With this reply. Interesting. So, what really is the timeline here? Is the real question. I think now what we are waiting for is for Judge Torres to make her decision, and then is it going to be denied, approved? I don't know. We'll then see at that point in time. Well, from Johnny Deaton, after a federal judge called them hypocrites and publicly stated that they lack a faithful allegiance to the law, you would think lawyers like these people would take pause, measure, and reevaluate how they present the SEC's legal positions. Nope, the professional embarrassment continues. The SEC now claims, unlike Ripple, it is only interested in the efficient adjudication of this case, and that it is Ripple who wishes to prolong the litigation, thus wasting valuable judicial resources, right? Exactly. So I think Judge Torres, the judge, is what going to see through all this BS, guys, right? Will it deny? Will it not? I don't know. What's really happening over here is they're literally just trying to confuse and delay everything, guys, right? Delay for what purpose? Well, to Ripple acquire everything, it seems as, because Ripple just bought Swan, Bitcoin's custodian, What? Swan is now officially a front end to Ripple Inc. Congrats to everyone involved, guys. Wow. This is the craziest thing. Wait a minute. What's all the sweet irony? It looks like Ripple is now the custodian of Swan's customers' Bitcoin. What? Custody is not the only issue here for Swan customers. Ripple now profits off every Bitcoin that is purchased through Swan. XRP Army just got bigger. CEO of River. Wow. This is the craziest thing, guys, right? It seems as wow, this has to be the craziest timeline of my life. Corey, the CEO of Swan or at Swan, he tweeted, "Public service announcement. DM me with a screenshot showing you have sold your XRP and I will give you a year of Swan premium from Swan Bitcoin for free. You can't make this stuff up." He was hating on XRP and Ripple, but they just got bought out by Ripple. What is this timeline, guys? This is their site right here, if I'm not mistaken. Right, own your future, but Ripple just owned them. What? This has to be the craziest thing of my life. Ripple acquires Fortress Trust, but wait a minute, what is it? With the strategic move, Ripple is able to tokenize $11.8 trillion by using XRP. Right, 11.8 trillion is held in IRA accounts. Fortress IRA. Seems like Ripple is trying to buy everything up, right? And they're actually going after the Bitcoin maximalists at this point because XRP Army just got bigger. There you guys go, right? The CEO and CTO at River. Wow. So now it seems as the Bitcoin maximalists are trying to join the XRP Army here, perhaps? Do you guys see how the tide is shifting? Not financial advice, let us cannibalize the whole industry, the whole market industry, the whole crypto industry. Not financial advice, not only just crypto, guys, but every other industry. Let's go. Let's honestly target all the money. Not financial advice. Let us see what happens in the future. But anyways, guys, hope you guys are amazing. See ya. Wow.